Okay, Be'ezrat Hashem, we're gonna start Taf Kuf Bet. Let's see. The Mishnah says Neger, or Neger is like a spike. Sheyesh birosho glustera. So you have a spike, you have the nails that have big heads, and then you have the nails that don't have a big head. So kanireh the same thing with the spikes. The spikes are like big nails that they use when they put in tents, right? So they put these big spikes in the ground to hold up the tents. So you have a neger, Rashi, Kabilia, shetohavim oto behor shebe'iskufal in all adelim. So this is like a bolt that they're using to close the door. Sheyesh birosho glustera. Rabbi Eliezer, glustera is a big Rashi. Shirosho aveh has a thick head. Because it has this thick head, ra'ui lebuchna. You could use it as a pestle to crush spices. L'chtosh v'l'shchok bo pilpili. V'afilu hachi, even though it has another use besides for being stuck in the ground, the use of being stuck in the ground is not so good for us, because although it's a binyan use, which is what we're trying to avoid. So you're telling me, this is building materials. That doesn't make us happy if we want to allow you to put it in and out of the door on Shabbat. Because if you tell me it's building materials, so you say, he's building the door. He's unbuilding the door. It's counterproductive. So we needed to have a different type of a usage, not building related. And then we could say, it's like he's closing the door. Imagine you took a knife from the kitchen drawer and you close the door. Nobody would think that you're leaving that there. It's his knife. But if you take a nail and you stick it in the wall, everybody assumes that you're building it into the wall. So the same thing over here, right? Nagar sheyesh birosho glustera. It has this thick. It has a thick head, right? Rabbi Eliezer oser. Rabbi Eliezer is oser. No dice. Rabbi Eliezer oser. Rabbi Yossi matir, and Rabbi Yossi is matir. Amar Rabbi Eliezer. Rabbi Eliezer says,
in case somebody calls.
Ma'aseh bekeneset shebetveria. There was a story. So again, if it has the gluster on the top, Rabbi Eliezer says you're not allowed to lock with it. Rashi, Rabbi Eliezer holds you're not allowed to say, look in Rashi. In the middle of the Rashi, sheyesh birosho glustera. It's like right on top of where it says Gemara. Rabbi Eliezer oser ela em ken kashur vetalui badele kedemefaresh beGemara. It's not that Rabbi Eliezer oser categorically. He says it's asur unless it's tied with a string and it's hanging by the door. The fact that it's tied and hanging shows that it's not made. You're not putting it in permanently. It's made to go in and out, and everybody understands that this is not binyan. Rabbi Yossi matir, and Rabbi Yossi says it's mutar. Amar Rabbi Eliezer. Rabbi Eliezer says, Maaseh bekeneset shebetveria. There was a story in the shul in Tveria. Shayu noagim bo heter. They used to have one of these negers hanging there. Ad sheba Rabbi Gamliel vazkenim va'asur lahem. Rabbi Gamliel came and he told them it's asur. Rabbi Yossi Omer, you got the story backwards, Rabbi. Isur nahagubo. They weren't using it, meaning they had this neger, and they used to lock it every night. And on Shabbat they would leave the shul open. They put a chair there or something. Rabbi Gamliel came and he was mati for them. So what's the case? Benita, look in Rashi. Rabbi Yossi matir. Why is he matir? The Torah keli alav mishum glustera. Yet people see that it's not just a regular building spike, because it has this ball on the top. It has this big bulb on the top that makes it to be immortal. People understand. People see it's not binyan. Says the Gemara, Benital be'egudo kule amalo pligi. So the way the Mishnah sounds like Rabbi Eliezer holds it's totally asur, and Rabbi Yossi holds it's totally mutar. Nothing is tied and nothing is anything. Now the Gemara is revising what we understood. Benital be'egudo. if the string that's tied to it is strong enough that you could actually lift up the thing with it. Kule alma lo pligi. Everybody agrees that it's mutar. Rashi. Benita be'igudo keshu kashur v'talui be'hevel shel kayamam. It's tied to the door, and the string that you have tied, you tied it with, is strong enough to actually hold it. Right? Ve'ra'oi letaltelo yedo oto hevel ve'eno nefsak bi'adayim. Kule amalo pligi back in the Gemara. Kule amalo pligi. Nobody argues. Rashi. The kivan teshari. The kivan the kashur v'talu yafe. It's tied well. Muchecha milta. It's obvious. Tilin ol kai v'lo mechzi keboneh. Keep pligi. The Gemara says. V'she'enu nital be'igudo. When you can't lift it with its with the string that you have tied there. Mor savar. Rabbi Eliezer says. Rabbi Yossi says. Kivan diyesh berosho glustera, since it has this bulb on the top. Torat keli alav. It looks like a keli. And therefore, all you need is a heker mu'at. All you need is a little bit of a heker. That there's somewhat of a string over here. Rashi. Kishe'eni tabi gudom, sha'hevel dak, the string is thin. If you wanted to pick it up, mishamul taltelo to hevel, and to carry it with a hevel. Miyad nifsak, it would break. Rabbi Eliezer savar kiven de eno nital bigudo, since you can't pick it up with the string. Have kemi she'eno kashur, it's like it's not tied. V'tanan lekamam, we learned later neger hamunah, a spike that's just lying there, that's she'eno kashur, that's not tied. Bedelet eno alimbo, you can't use it. V'hainami, this one also munahu, it's considered lying because the string doesn't pick it up. He doesn't think that the fact that it has a big bulbous head is going to be matir you to use it, because in the end you're sticking it. It's not made for that.
Both of these opinions don't hold that you consider it a site for use.
Not enough. We'll see. Nobody's going to hold that. Rabbi Yossi savar glus to the mahanyele. Rabbi Yossi says the fact that it has a big head helps it. The kivan the kelihu lo have a kibinyan. So how much does it help it? It helps it that you don't need a real string. It's enough to have like a string that's not strong enough. Rabbi Yossi holds you need a string, but not a strong string. It's consequential. If no string, it's asur. Right? Let's continue. It's there as a sign. It's a sign. Neger hanigrar. Now you have a neger. You have a neger that doesn't have a glustera. Hanigrar, that's dragging. So it's tied to the door, right? But it's not suspended. It's touching the ground. No alimbo b'mikdash. You are allowed to use that in the Beit HaMikdash. Why? We have a general rule and shivut b'mikdash. Avalo b'medina, but not outside of the Beit HaMikdash. Look at Rashi. Neger hanigrar shekashur b'delet. Aval eno talui, it's not hanging. It's not suspended. Shahevel aroch, you have a long string. Umitoch shenigrar, because it's dragging. Eno ner'eh kashur, it doesn't look like it's tied. Uchshe'em berosho glustera kamar, it doesn't have glustera. No alimbo b'mikdash v'ashi dishvut be'almahu. It's not really chayav if you use it. The eno boneh mamash. Why is it not boneh? Hoil v'kashur. That's a bit of a chidush. Okay? Only because it's tied, it's not binyan. If it wasn't tied, it would be binyan de oraita, even though your intention is to pull it out. Right? Binyan. Ela ho'il v'nigrar mechzi keboneh. But since it's dragging, it looks like boneh. Ve'en shivut rabanan b'mikdash. There's no derabanans in the mikdash. The lo gazru sham. They didn't make a gezra over there. Ve'amunah. But if it's not tied at all, kan v'kan asur. Is asur out of the Beit HaMikdash and in the Beit HaMikdash. Rashi v'amunah she'eno kashur klal have binyan mamash. That's Tanakama. Rabbi Yehuda Omer. Rabbi Yehuda says hamunah mutar b'mikdash. The munah is only a shvut, because you're not mevatel it there. You're going to take it in and out. Hamunah mutar b'mikdash. V'anigrar, and the one that's dragging, that's not even a shvut. That's mutar. Nigrar is mutar b'medina. Rashi says, v'anigrar. Sorry, Rabbi Yehuda savar La binyan mamashu. Even the munach is domeh lebinyan. Ubimikdash lo gaz rushu. Tanu Rabbanan. We learned Ezeu neger anegrar. Which is the neger anegrar sheno alim b'mikdash. Avalo b'medina. What defines negrar? Kol shekashur v'talui. It's tied and it's hanging. V'rosho echad magil la'aretz. And one side is on the ground. It's not totally off the ground, but it's not lying down either. The string is not long enough that it just lies flat on the shop. It's one side is up a little bit. Rabbi Yehuda Omer, if it's tied like that, just the bottom is touching the ground. Af b'medina mutar. Ela ezeu neger shenoalim b'mikdash avolo b'medina. Kol she'eno lo kashur velo talui. It's not tied. It's not hanging. V'shomto manicho b'keren zavit. You put it in a corner. You take it out. You put it in a corner. So now, according to the Yehuda, it seems like neger and negrar doesn't have to be even hanging one side, because he says that a munach. He says that a munach is kan v'kan asur. The munach is asur the munach is mutar in the mikdash. But what does he consider the munach? That it's not kashur and not talui. So if it's kashur be'eno talui, l'chaora, that's like negrar, which is mutar all over. Look in Rashi. Ze afilu b'midah mutar, hoyil v'kashur, afal pi she'eno talui. Amar Rav Yehuda, Amar Shmuel, halacha k'Rabbi Yehuda b'negrar. The halacha is like Rabbi Yehuda about what he says by negrar. What does he say by negrar? That it's mutar even outside of the Beit HaMikdash. What is he excluding from Rabbi Yehuda? Rabbi Yehuda said two halachot. He said that the negrar is not even a shvut. If it's tied and it's dragging or it's on the ground, that's not even a shvut. That's not even an isud rabbanan. It's not even mechzi kibinyan. It's mutar even out of the Beit HaMikdash. He also says that the one that's not tied at all is not binyan de oraita, which would be asur in the Beit HaMikdash. It's mechzi kibinyan. It looks like building, so it's only asur out of the Beit HaMikdash. But in the Beit HaMikdash, where there's no shvutz, it's mutar. Right? So halacha k'Rabbi Yehuda b'negrar.
So then we talk about the string requirements.
No, we still need it in Beit HaMikdash. What? Look at Rashi. Look in Tosfot. He says it short. Halacha k'Rabbi Yehuda b'negrar. Pirush b'kontris the no'alim bo b'medina. The negrar is mutar b'medina. Yes. Although by my deshari munach b'mikdash, that way he allows one that's totally untied in the Beit HaMikdash. Little kavate. We don't hold like him in that. We hold that that's binyan. Rashi is more expressive. Halacha k'Rabbi Yehuda b'negrar. The mutar afilu b'medina. You're allowed to use the one that's dragging, even if it's not fully hanging, even in the Medina. Avalo b'munach, not the one that's lying down. The shari Rabbi Yehuda b'mikdash. He allows it in the Beit HaMikdash. Letil chita kavateh. The halacha is not like him. The kivan she'eno kashur sham, since it's not tied there. Binyan gamurhu. It's full binyan. Kishar nagarim. Like other spikes, that they stick in the wall. V'aboneh kol shu hayav. U'melachat de'oraita lo hutara b'mikdash. To do de'oraitas we don't allow in the mikdash. Chutz me'akravat timidim u'musafim v'korbanot tzibur shedochim et hashaba migzarat hakatuv. But other side things were not matir. Fine. So we say halacha k'Rabbi Yehuda b'negrar. Halacha is k'Rabbi Yehuda. The out of the Beit HaMikdash, as long as it's tied, you're allowed to use it to lock the door. Amar Rava vehu shekashur badelet. It has to be tied in the door, as opposed to the wall or the door frame. Rashi hu shekashur badelet atzma. Demuchach shapir velo shekashur b'mezuzah. Ini. The Rabbi Tavla ikla lemechuza. Rabbi Tavla came to Mechuza, which is Rava city. He saw one that was tied on the back of the door, right in the frame. V'lo amar lehu v'lo midi, he didn't tell them anything. That was talking when it was a strong string. Strong string is different.
Looks more like it's part of the door.
It looks like it's more mitukan. Even Eliezer was matir. Rashi nital beiguzo kilomar kashur ya behevel hazak.
The holy suit is mentioned kebinyan.
Yeah, mefsek kebinyan. So it comes out like this: if you have a neger that's tied with a weak string, right, and it's lying on the floor, it has to be tied to the door itself. Tied with a strong string, then it can even be tied to the door frame. You have those. You know those. You have things hanging. Sometimes they have like a little peg. And you go to those bathrooms, when you go in the store to the bathroom, they always have those strange things to them. So sometimes they have one that's like a little peg that's hanging, and you stick it into the door. Sometimes you have the one like that, and sometimes it's other mechanisms of closure. Rav Avia ikla lenehar de'ah. Rav Avia got to Nehar De'ah. That's Shmuel's town. Hazia lahu gavra. He saw a man. Tehavek hakatir begemi. He was tying his bolt to the door with a gemi. Gemi is a vegetable fiber. It's very, very flimsy. Not going to be able to lift it up with that fiber. Amar, so he said, then, lo natrok bai. This guy must not need to be protected because he's not going to be able to lock his house on Friday night. Then lo natruk. Sorry, bai is coming up. Then lo natruk. This guy is not going to be watched. Ze lo yin'ol. He's not going to lock. She'enu kashur. The keman delete legemi dami. The gemi doesn't exist. Kanere. Either he was tying it to the door frame, so that's why it was asur, or he disagrees with Ravan. He holds that it has to be what's it called? He holds that that even tied to the door itself, he doesn't like Rabbi Yehuda. I don't know.
It has to hold. He said the string has to hold.
What's the purpose of it? It doesn't hold anything.
It's just a sign. It's just a sign. Rabbi Yehuda. Rabbi Zera, by Rabbi Zera. Nikmaz mahu. Rashi, Nikmaz mao, shenichnas haneger bechora eskupa, v'nifhat oto hor. So the bottom of the door has a, the bottom of the door, there's a wood saddle on the bottom, right? So till now we're assuming that you're putting the bolt going into the saddle, but it's only going into the wood. That's Hatzi Nehama. It's not going into the ground. Now he says,
to the door, there's no binyan in the door. Is there binyan? The door is moving back and forth.
No. It's going from the door into the saddle of on the floor. But it's not going into ground.
It's going that way, not that way.
Right now it's going that way. Yeah.
It's binyan once it goes into the floor.
Oh, so that's the question. If it goes into the floor, what's going to be? Nikmaz, look at Rashi. Shenechnas haneger bechora eskupa. It went in enough. V'nifhat oto hor, and that hole in the eskupa got carved out. V'yatza haneger letzad hakarka, and now this spike is going into the ground. V'noetz bekarka. Ve'ad hashta till now ayri kisha eskupa gevoha. The saddle was tall. Ve'ena horni kavad la'aretz. And the hole doesn't go to the ground. Mahu, Amar of Yosef, Maiti Bailecha. What are you asking? Why is he asking? Loshmi Alev. Didn't he hear? Hadetanya, Nishmat Asur, Nikmaz Mutar. Didn't he hear the statement? That if it was pulled out, it's Asur. But Nikmaz is still Mutar. Rabbi Yehuda says Nikmaz. If the hole got stripped, Afal Pisha Enu Nishmat Asur. Even if you don't pull it out, it's Asur. Rashi, Nishmat Shenifsaka Hevel. The string Shu Kashur Bo broke. You're going to pull it out and put it on the shelf. That's Asur. But nikmaz is mutar tanakam. Rabbi Yehuda says not only is nishmat asur, even nikmaz is asur. Even if the string is what's it called? Even if the string is there, if it's nikmaz, if it goes straight into the ground, if the hole in the wood went all the way through the ground, it's asur because that's more dami lebinyan because you're going into ground. Yeah.
Doesn't matter whether you tie to the door or tie to the...
Nothing's going to help you if it's going into the ground. So Nikmazi says is asur. V'ta'ama mai, Amar Shmuel, ve'amar Rav Yehuda, Amar Shmuel. Rav Yehuda said in the name of Shmuel, halacha ke Rabbi Yehuda ben Nikmaz. The halacha is like Rabbi Yehuda ben Nikmaz. So we have two. The halacha is like Rabbi Yehuda ben Nigrar, and the halacha is like Rabbi Yehuda ben Nikmaz. So remember all these terms. V'ta'ama mai.
Nikmaz means in the ground?
Yeah. Ta'ama mai. I wish I had like some sort of catchy way to remember that, but I don't. V'ta'ama mai. Amar Abaye mishum demechzi keboneh. It looks more like binyan when it's going in the ground.
I don't think why these schools are not.
Ba miner Rav Nehumi bar Zecharia me Abaye. Asa lo bet yad mahu. Rashi. It's not talking about nikmaz anymore. Asa lo bet yad leneger. He made a handle she'enu kashur klal. V'tahav bet yad. He put a handle be'emsaito in the middle. V'domeh lemakevet. It's like an axe or something. Tahashta vaday muchach milto de kelihu. For sure, keli. Maulin olbo. Could you use it? Right, makevet vehagerzen. Kokli barzel lo nishma be'abayit bibanoto. Right? You know that pasuk by Shalom HaMelech? It's like some sort of a chisel or something. Right? Mahu. Amar lei. Buchna ka'amart. You're talking about a buchna. Rashi. Buchna havadai shari. Buchna makevet. Vekochim bo hitim vetevalim. You use it to crush wheat or spices, like a pestle. Yeah. Now that's what we said. Yossi is very sharp. That's what we said. Neged sheyesh berogluster. Rashi said vera'ui lebuchna. Could be used, but kanere when you make a handle, it is a buchna.
The problem's not mukseh. The problem's binyan here.
Yes, but when, like we said, if you take your kitchen knife and you stick it in the door, it doesn't really look like buneh because no one's using a kitchen knife for that.
So I wanted to say because it has another function, it's not buneh.
It's clearly not used for binyan.
But you
take a screwdriver and you stick it in. You're clearly pulling it out. It's only temporary. Nobody's being mevatel a screwdriver as right, as a permanent solution.
So the handle makes it not a permanent solution?
Yeah.
Because you're able to pull it out?
No, you're gonna pull it out. It's clearly not meant to go here.
It's touching the ground.
No.
He didn't say that. He's saying it's not tied.
The handle more solidifies it to its other purpose, and therefore you're not going to keep it as a temporary.
Well said. Well said.
Permanent part.
Right. So he says, "Oh, Buchna Itmar Amar of Nehumi Barada Asalo Bet Yad. If you made it a handle, it's mutar." Okay. That's pretty much the sugya of the Buchna. Pass me the Shulchan Aruch. Right there. Mishnah another one. Maran in there's a bunch of Tosfotim in Masechet Shabbat and that, but you have in Shin Yud Gimel. Maran says Pekaka Halon, right? Something they're using to close the window. Everybody remembers this from Masechet Shabbat a few times. Kigon luach board or she'ar kol davar shesot min bo halon. If you normally use it for closing the window, yicholim lesotmo. You could close it afilu eno kashur. V'lo amrina da'ave kemosif ala binyan. We don't assume that's mosif ala binyan. V'hu she'achshov alav me'erev Shabbat lesotmo bo. That's if you thought about it from before Shabbat to close it with that.
So Dafka, I'm going to close it on Shabbat, or I usually close with it. So I once thought about closing with this item, and therefore it's my go-to window cover.
This is not your go-to anything. This is something new that you haven't used because your go-to window cover got blown out in Hurricane Sandy. Now it's in a different state, and now you needed to find a new piece of wood, and you did that on Friday, and you didn't close it yet. Right? V'kaneh shehit kino liyot noel bo. The stick, a stick that you wanted to lock with, אין צריך שיקשרנו בדלת. You don't have to tie it to the door. ומכל מקום, דמי לבניין יותר מפקק החלון. It's more similar to building than the window thing. ולא סגי במחשבה. Now Yehuda's lock also is in another state. So now he has to find some sort of a piece of bamboo that he's gonna lock the door with. Right? צריך שיתקננו לכך. You have to prepare it for this. לרש"י היינו שיתקננו לשם כלי שיראו לתשמיש. It has to be useful for something else. שיראו להפוך בו זיתים או לפצוע באגוזים. So according to Rashi,
locking is not a keli? I don't understand. Why is it locking a keli? Why do you need to make it?
No, that's not good enough.
Why do you make it a door lock?
No, because if it doesn't have another function, then it could be binyan.
No, more than that. I think according to Rashi, it's more like muktzeh because it's the function of binyan is not enough to take it out of muktzeh. Right? ולרבנו תם אין צריך שיהיה ראוי לדבר אחר, אלא כיוון שתקנו ועשו במעשה והכינו לכך, you smoothed it, you took out your pocket knife and you made it nice. That's good. Now it's a keli for locking. That's enough. Hagahao mikra al yidei kach keli shemlach lo leheter umutal lo even for other things. But now that kaneh you're putting in the side. You're not putting it down. Putting it in the side is less binyan. Ve'nagar shehu yated shenoalim v'tohavim oto be'iskupa lemata, it goes down in the ground. That's even more like binyan. Lo sagi b'hachi, that's not enough. Ve'en no'alim bo elam ken yeheh kashur. That has to be tied. Ve'keitzad yeheh kashur. Im yesh birosho glustira. If it has the bulb on the top. Tahainu shu av be'ehad me'arashim, it's thick on one side. Ve'ra'oi l'chtosh bo, and you can crush with it. Shedome lekeli. Sagi afilo im kashur be'hevel dak.
How are you going to crush on Shabbat?
No, on weekdays. Right? Hevel dak. She'en ra'oi li'otni talbo. That it won't be, you can't carry it with it. Va'afilu imenu kashur bedelet atzmo. So 2 kulot for the one with the glue stira. Thin string, tie it to the wall. Ela bebriya hadelet. He has a different shot in Ivra de Dasha. Ivra de Dasha, beriya hadelet is the cross beam on the door, or some other thing, or on the mezuzah. Mishnah Berurah says, "Va'afilu in a hevel aroch, even if it's long, ve'eno talui klal be'avir, it's not hanging. Ela kulo munach ba'aretz, it's lying on the ground. That's okay. 3 kulot now. Thin string, not to the door itself, door frame, lying on the ground.
That's if it's a pestle.
That's if it's thick head. If it's tied to the door itself, sagi behevel dak, you could still use the thin string she'eno reina tebo.
With no
head. But if it's tied to some extraneous part of the door, tzarich sheyeh kesher amit, it has to be strong. Sheyeh ra'oi linatel bo, you can pick it up. Va'afilu achi en tzarich sheyeh talui, ela kulo munach ba'aretz.
So it could be touching like this.
It could be fully on the ground. No, worse than that, Bobby.
Like this.
Yeah. Even though the first rabbi in the Gemara said it has to be at least touching one. When the Yehuda said that what's asur is the one that you pull away and put in the side, that means that he says that kashur is even if it's not hanging at all. Right? Ela kesheshomto umaniho bekeren zavid. Saif bet. Kol nagar she'amarnu, every peg that we said, Mighty is talking sheskupa gavoa. It's tall. It's not going in the ground itself. Avalim nifhata ha'eskupa be'inyan shemachnis haneger behor nokev tachtav ba'aretz, it goes into the ground. Have a binyan ve'asul and olbo.
Our gates? What do you mean?
That thing goes in the ground.
What the okay?
The little L thing.
Go back and forth.
Which gate?
The
The
gates.
gates in the front of the house. Yeah.
That goes straight into the ground.
No, but that,
thing,
yeah, it does.
It goes in all in the concrete. Okay.
Ve'im mitihila asa halal bakarka מקום שהנגר, משום מקום שהנגר ירושו שם, ואין הוא מוסיף נקב בארץ, אין איסור.
You push it a little harder.
If you made a hole for it,
It's specific for that thing.
right.
goes in that hole.
Remember they came out with the door club?
Yes.
So that there was like a little socket to put in the ground so that you could stick the club in.
I mean, you should have a metal piece pocket inside covering, like a pocket.
Doesn't need to be metal. You could hollow it out in the ground too.
I'm always digging.
They drill the cement for that thing. Okay, that's enough. ובזה ניחא מה שברוב הבתים עושים נקבים בחומה אצל הדלת.
How much cement are you taking off when you're putting that thing?
You're scraping off the sides. You're always scraping off the sides. Something.
Well, that's when you're swinging the door, not when you're lying.
You
No.
just let go of thing and let it drop.
When you try to get it in, it doesn't go in on the front.
ועוד נראה, דכיוון שעושים טבעת של ברזל באמצע הבריח ובו אחזים בשעה פתיחה ונעילה, וזה כעושה לו בית יד. When you made a בית יד, it's מותר, אפילו באינו קשור, אפילו בנפחתה האסקופה.
So when it goes into the ground, the problem's not mehsek binyan, it's binyan.
So, Bobby, that's a mahloket. If na'asa lo bet yad, does that help for nikmaz? Some want to learn that it helps for nikmaz also, not only like Rashi. So that's another reason that they want to include. Okay. Next Mishnah.
Just quick question. Somebody I know has sliding doors, right?
And they use a piece of wood there to close it. Nothing. That's just you're putting a chair there. The question is, it's a piece of wood metukan or is it muktzeh?
If that piece of wood is specifically cut for that section of the
So
door.
mistama it's mutar. Mistama it's mutar. You made hitkino lekach. Hitkino lekach. Everyone with a sliding door. Yeah. Okay.
That's really going to stop the thief.
No, that for sure. I mean, unless he's breaking the glass.
Yeah. Otherwise,
They don't want to do.
You can't open
They
it.
don't want to do
Too
that.
messy.
Okay. Ha'u shirita. This is a very fundamental piece. Ha'u sharita. This beam. They have a bit of pedat that was in a pedat house. 10 people you need 10 people to pick it up. Bobby, listen to the case.
Sorry.
They had a beam, you needed 10 people to pick up. They would put it by the door. So is that beam muktzeh or not?
10 people to count.
Velo amar lu velo midi. Amar, to lock the door.
10 people.
Amar, good stuff in there.
You need a big battering ram to break it.
Torat Keli Aleha. He said it's considered Torat Keli. So from this Gemara, they knocked out all the Gemara. We had a Masechet Shabbat that said if only one person, only 2 people. Ha'u asita da'ave be Mor Shmuel. Da'ave mahzeket adriba. It held in adriba, which is some big amount. Letech, 15 se'ah.
It's a machzeket.
It held that much. Shara Mor Shmuel le'mishtiyah dasha. Shmuel allowed you to put it by the door. Amar Torat Keli Aleha. Has a Torat Keli. Shalach le Rami Bar Yehezkel Rav Amram. Rami Bar Yehezkel sent to Rav Amram like this. Name Alan Mor. Tell us please. Mehani Mili Me'al Yeta. From those good statements, the Amart Na Mishmed Rav Asi. That you told us about in Rav Asi's names, the Kifi de Arba. About the coverings of the boats. Rashi says kifi is like loops, like they have in the covered wagon, so they would have such loops on top of the boat. Shalach lehu, he sent them hachi amar vasi. Hani kifi de arba, those loops on the boat. Bizman sheyesh bahem tefach, if they are a tefach wide, inami im bahem tefach, or they're not a tefach. Ve'im benzel lezeh shlosha, but there's less than 3 tefachim in between them, so we could consider them lavud. The mahar tomorrow, mevi machzelet. You could bring a mat, upores alem, and you could spread it on top. And we don't say you're making an oil aray. My ta'ama, mosif al oil arayhu. You already have an oil, because you already have a tefach, right? The shapir dami and it's mutar. Because we all like the chachamim of Rabbi Eliezer. Hanu dichri, we have the same principle again. These sheep, or rams. The Havulei Rav Huna. Rav Huna had the bimama in the daytime ba'u tula. They needed shade from the sun. Ubelilya beranai ba'u avira. They needed air. Atu lekamed Rav. They came to Rav. Amar lei told him. Zil kroch budya. Go wrap up a sheet. V'shayir batefach. And leave a tefach sticking out.
That's the stock.
Lemahar, the next day, pashta, you can spread it out. Umosif alo larayu, you're adding on to the oil v'shapir dam. So they say from here, why did he tell him to leave a tefach? Maybe the roll is a tefach. Mashma, no, when you put the roll up, you didn't put it up as an oil. So it doesn't count. It's only when you left the tefach open, that counts as a oil. Amar Rav Mishum Rabbi Chia. Vilon mutar lentoto mutar leforka b'Shabbat. A vilon, which is the curtain you put by the door, you're allowed to put it up and you're allowed to take it down on Shabbat. Rashi says vilon keneged a petach letznium, because there was no oil there before.
It's not an oil, it's standing straight.
The lav oil. The la kavia ata. Ela ken derech linaten listalek kedelet be'alma. So anything that's vertical and is not permanent should be mutar, because it's not an oil aray and it's not matir. As long as it's not matir, it's not an oil aray, it should be mutar. What?
For a window, it's a kavua.
This thing Rashi says he wasn't putting it permanently. Linatem v'listalek kedele be'alma.
For a door, maybe.
What?
Temporary addition.
No, they used to hang it between the rooms. They didn't have it that you put it up permanently like our curtains. You have a professional guy come and hang it up.
What's kavua mean? If you put it for a few days, not kavua?
That's maybe not kavua. This they took. You left it a couple days. Not putting up for the rest of your life. For the next 5 years. No need screws. Okay. Right. Umutar leforko b'Shabbat. Kilat hatanim. Mutar leforka v'lentota b'Shabbat. The kilav the hatanim, you're allowed to put up. Now the kilav the hatanim
Doesn't have a tefach on that.
the chaura, it's like some sort of a teepee. Rashi, lav oilu. Why? Mepnei she'en lagag lemala rochav tefach. Mepnei shehi netuna b'shipua, because it slants down. Vehu yiri'ah porsim saviv lemita lishon. You put it up on top of your bed to sleep there. Amar Rav Shesha bered Rav Idi. Lo amaran ela she'en begagat tefach. We're only talking when it doesn't have a tefach on the top. Aval yesh begagat tefach. If you spread it out the top so that it has a tefach, asur. V'chiem begagat tefach. If the top doesn't have a tefach, lo amaran ela she'en bepachom mishlosha samuch legag tefach. If when the first 3 it doesn't have a tefach, because within the first 3 is lavut. So if by the time you get down to 3 or less than 3 you have a tefach, it's all considered to be on the top. Aval yesh bepachom mishlosha samuch legag tefach asur.
But it's still mishum.
Now, mishum oil aray. So till now, you could say, according to the Rif, maybe it's all kavua. The Rif holds anything that's a tefach is considered all kavua. But till now, you could say, yeah, within the first 3, you have this pointy top, and then it spreads out, and you can actually fit the bed under it. Now the Gemara says, "V'chiem bepachot mishlosha samuch legag tefach lo amaran." That's still not good enough. Ela she'em b'shipu'at tefach. That the side is not a tefach, meaning the side doesn't spread out a tefach. So now the maximum you're getting is what? 3 tefachim.
I have 3 tefach. Within the first 3 tefachim, I don't have a tefach.
Right. Then the sides don't got a tefach. So I'm like 2.5 tefachim. What are you doing with 2.5 tefachim?
Covering your eggs.
Maybe. So you say it's on your bed, right? So he says.
Covering his base.
B'shipuat tefach. Aval yesh b'shipuat tefach shifuei ha'olin. The slant of the oil ka'olin dami. So Rashi says. Rashi on the top. B'shipuah mikeneged emsa'id gaga, from the middle of the roof. Ad mekom shesefat yiri'ah kala. Till where it ends. Sham lo erchiv tefach. It didn't go tefach. Dave kula kedofin. That's all like the wall. Ve'en kan oil klal. Aval erchiva kol dofen ve'dofen ba'alachsonat tefach. Every dofen spread out a tefach. Hava'u alachson. That slant. Afal pi shehu mishupa. Even though it's very slanty. Karui oil kerabanan. The pligi Rabbi Eliezer b'masechet sukkah. Kach shamati. V'kashya li. Eze mita. What kind of bed are you using? שאין ברוחבה 2 טפחים או גמל חסר משהו שיהיה בגגה פחות מ3 ו2 שיפועים כל אחד פחות מטפח ויש לומר שם מיטה רחבה כמשפטה. The bed is wide enough ונקליטים הרבה יוצאים ממנה. There's a lot of beams across the top לשני ראשיה ועולים למעלה סידורים אחד נמוך ואחד גבוה, one up one down וקנים נתונים עליהם Minaklitim shebirosha lenaklitim shebiragleha. So there's a lot of posts in the front and the back, one up, one down, and then you have beams on the top. Upores alamita shtayim v'shalosh kilot. So he puts a few, one over here, one over here, one over here, and those each one is less than a tefach across.
And further than 3 tefachim apart from each other.
No, we'll see, right? V'yiri'ah gedula perusa, and then you have two long ones on the side that don't go at a tefach, and you're okay. So you combined a few pieces together to make yourself a kila hatanim, and avoid the isur of oil. Tosafot asks on Amud Aleph, Lo Amran Pirish bekontre sheyesh kilot ketanot simuchot zulazu, ve'em bekol achat tefach v'teima. The lema lavud mikila lekila, like Yossi wanted to say. Say the kilot are connected. V'nimtza sheyesh bishua poa tefach v'yesh lomar. Ta'ad hashiv le'oil. This is what we consider it an oil. Al yedei lavud, when you had the by the boat, that we consider when you had the couple of pieces together. That's only so you can add tomorrow to be mekel. You can't say that anytime you put two things together, it's an oil that it's going to be asur. The atu asul and tot b'Shabbat shne chotim toch shelosha. You can't put two strings within 3 tefachim of each other because now you have an oil. So basically, legabe this lavud, you say it lehakel and not lahmir. That's what it seems. Although there seem to be other issues with that. Okay. The Gemara says, continue. V'amar Rav Shisha bered Rav Idi, siyana shari. You're allowed to wear a hat with a brim. Rashi, kova shalevet, a felt hat, shikurim, felt tree. Mutar latzet bo Shabbat. V'hatanya asur, didn't we learn you're not allowed to wear it? Look, Kasha. Had to eat betefach, had to let betefach.
What's the?
Sheyotze tefach rochav sifato la'alan mirosho asir da'ave ohel. V'iba iteima ela me'ata shirbe beglime tefach hachinami da'asur. If his talet is sticking out of tefach, it's also asur. Ela lo kasha. Had mehadek, had lo mehadek. Right? Two different ways of understanding it. So Rashi learns ta'ela throughout the first answer. V'tama lo mishum oil. Ela dilma nafil mireshe. We're afraid it might fall off your head. Right? Ve'atu l'atuye. Okay, he'll commit if it's tight on your head. Has keshua berutuata hatzavaro. You have the strap under your neck. Shari. V'ila vasur. Right,
you don't want to keep putting it back on your head and have you.
Pirish bekunches.
You're saying because it'll catch more wind when it's sticking out?
No, he doesn't even talk about it. Pirish bekunches. Ta'ama la mishum oil. It's not oil. You can't wear a hat that's not tight because it will blow off like Sharis Yom Kippur.
So it has nothing to do with the brim.
Yeah, and they fly to the house, and they go to the house and pick it up, Rabbi.
Right. Aval pishim ayil tefach. Bevad sheyeh kashut tachagonot. It's mutar either way, as long as it's tight.
They wear kippah also.
אבל רבנו חנן הוא מפרש שמהדק אסור כשהטפח היוצא מן הכובע חזק. If the tefach is strong, שאינו נחפף, that it doesn't bend, ונראה אוהל, ולפי זה קובעים אסורים. If you're like רבנו חנן, firm hats would be asur. That's a mahloket in Shulchan Aruch in Shin.
Jack, there's plenty of people that take the kippah when they walk
So
in the
does it
shul,
have to
shove it
be
in their pocket.
Not good.
like a
Not
Haber
good.
in order to
No
be
good.
hard, or
That's what I
does
said.
it,
That's what I said.
does it be like a
So
stiff
don't wear
hat
kippah in Shabbat.
What are you going to tie it to? What are you going to do?
Put the
or
kippah
a
with the
brim
head.
that stays out is already considered hard?
Kova. Maran says, Kova shu mitpashel la'ala mirosho tefach asur la'nicho birosho. Afilu b'bayit mishum oil. And Mishnah Berurah quotes that most people didn't hold like Maran, they hold like Rashi. Somchim atzmam al shitat Rashi v'siato she'en bekova isur oil klal.
Yeah,
Lefi
it still
zeh
has to be adu.
afilu bekepelu shu kasher v'yeh rochovat tzafat, and it's only asur outside. Right? En lemchol b'makom shu nagim la'kel.
The whole thing's the oil here.
Yeah,
But how do you wear a
they
hat?
thought it was oil, so they quoted it.
But
What?
how do you wear a hat outside? If I hold
Floppy. If you're like Rabbeinu Hanan, floppy
Baseball
brims.
caps are NG then.
Baseball caps are a bigger
not
problem.
Rabbeinu Hanana, if I hold like Rashi, how do I wear a hat outside?
It's on your head. It fits in your head. It's good.
Heavy brim
No
in the
strap.
front.
They're not so mafia as long as it's tight on your head.
it easy, Bobby. Not everybody's like you.
Come on.
Baseball.
How many black hats fly off?
Okay,
How
strong
about
winds.
with the Borsalino?
Strong wind, everything flies
button
off.
that they
No
put in
good.
the lapel?
Yeah?
The brim is the brim
Let's
is
go.
very thick.
Mahazirim.
Oil.
Let's go, Rabotai. We have 10 minutes. Mahazirim tzira tahton b'mikdash.
No good.
Kadima?
Mahazirim tzira tahton b'mikdash. If the bottom hinge, Jack, I have no time. Mahazirim tzira tahton b'mikdash. You could put back the bottom hinge that fell out in the Beit HaMikdash because it's only a shvut. Avalo b'medina, but not outside of the Beit HaMikdash. Because shvutim asur there. V'ha'alyon, but the top hinge that fell out, kan v'kan asur. There's asur in both places. Rabbi Yehuda says, ha'alyon is asur in Mikdash. Even the top one is asur in the Mikdash. V'hatachton, and the bottom one b'medina. So what's the mahloket? Rashi seems to explain that the Tanna Kama holds that the top one is asur mishum binyan bekelim, and it's in isur deoraita. Right, the top one is in isur deoraita. So therefore, because binyan bekelim, the bottom one is not binyan bekelim because it's not even broken yet. You're just making sure it doesn't come back. That's according to Tanna Kama. So the top one, which is in isur deoraita, is asur in the mikdash. The bottom one, which is isur drabanan, is mutar in the mikdash, asur in the medina. Rabbi Yehuda says en binyan bekelim. So even the top one is only a gezerah. In the Beit HaMikdash it's mutar, and in the Medina it's asur. Tanu Rabbanan, tzir delet shedat teva migdal. The hinge of a shedat teva migdal, which are different boxes, but they're kelim. B'mikdash mahazirim. So it's talking about the top hinge. In the Beit HaMikdash you can put it back.
Put it back.
What?
How you put back a hinge? You have to screw it on.
It slipped out. So it's one of those slip in, slip out things.
Up and down thingies.
They didn't have those
thing
things.
that pushes in.
Sharetzion those. They're taking that all the time. Rem those.
Not that. Whatever. There's a pin up and a pin down.
It's a
They swing like that, right? V'alyon kan v'kan tzir shedat teva migdal b'mikdash mahazirim b'medina do hakim. Sorry, this is the bottom one. In the mikdash you put it back. In the medina you just push it. V'alyon, but the top one kan v'kan lo yachzir. You can't. The top one you can't do here or there. Gezerah shem yitka v'imtaka hayav hata. This doesn't fit with Rashi's explanation. It's saying that even in the Beit HaMikdash, it's only a shvut. Shel bor, shel dud, v'shel yatzia. But those things which are part of the ground, lo yachzir, because yesh binyan v'emechzir hayav hatat, because those are connected to the ground. I had a hard time with this Gemara because it seems to say that it's asur in the Beit HaMikdash even though it's only a gezerah. Tosfot avoids Rashi's problem. Tosfot says
It's probable that you're gonna maybe it's probable that the only way to put it back on is by back up.
so. Rashi has to say gezerah shemiyitka is going on the bottom one. The top one is binyan mamash. And the bottom one is the reason why I say b'medina lo gezerah shemitka. Tosfot says dohak to say that you talk about this and then you go back to that without telling me. Look in the bottom of the Tosfot. But there's levels of shvut. This is what we say in shvut b'mikdash is by a standard shvut. But there are certain shvutim that applied even in the Beit HaMikdash. Ta'afilu tzira alyon hu drabanan. The shvut gedola kazu, a shvut that's such a big problem that when you're sticking it in, it might not hold, and you'll come to bang it in with a nail, right? That even in the Beit HaMikdash they will say. Lo tikigon sidura kanim, like we find the Gemara Shabbat that they said sidura kanim is Mishnah. Lo sidura kanim dochet Shabbat. It's a shvut. It's maximum muktzeh. But at that point, they felt that muktzeh was a very important thing because people came, and they made it apply even in the Beit HaMikdash. So you see, there were certain shvutim they applied in the Beit HaMikdash, and this is one of them. Mishnah, mahazirim retiya b'mikdash. You could put back a bandage in the Beit HaMikdash. Kohanim, they have issues. They have a bandage on. They had to take it off. They could put it back. Rashi, Kohen שנלקה בידו ונתן עליה רתייה מבעוד יום והוא צריך לעבור עבודה בשבת וביום טוב.
He's allowed to work with the band.
ונטל רתייה מעל ידו. He took it off שלא תהיה חוצצת בין ידו לעבודה between his hand and the avodah, the hatzitza poselet. The ba'inam v'lakah hakohen. V'kivan the chayit, since it's a hatzitza, lo avelekicha bekohen. Mahazira b'mikdash. We let him put it back. The iloshari let achzav. If you don't let him put it back, lo shakile, he won't take it off. Miyadeh umimna v'lo avir avodah. V'zu echad mishlosha dvarim. This is one of the three things. Amurim b'masechet betzah. Shetiru sofa mishum techilatam. Avalo b'medina. We don't let him do it in the medina. Gezerah shemi yimareya haretiyah. Maybe he'll smear some sort of a salve on the retiyah, or smooth, he'll cut some off to make it smooth. Umiruach, when you smear it, hainu mohek. Ha'amur b'avot melachot. It's like scraping off the scraping off the hair from the skin to make it smooth. In betchila, but to put on a new bandage, kan v'kan asud. It's asud even in the Beit HaMikdash. Why? Again, gezerah shem yimareach. Tana Rabbanan. And we're not matir sofo mishum tchilato because you didn't have it on before. We don't have to give you a ter now. Tana Rabbanan, retiyah shepirsha me'al gabe makkah. If a bandage came off of the makkah, mahazirim b'shabbat, you could put it back on Shabbat. Rabbi Yehuda says, huchlika lemata, if it slipped down, dohaka lemala, you could push it back up. Lemala, if it pushed up, dohaka lemata, you push it back down. Umigale miksata retiyah, if you need to clean under it, so you uncover part. Umikaneach pi makkah, clean the makkah. Ve'chozer, then cover it. Chozer umigale miksata retiyah, uncover the other side. Umikaneach pi makkah. Ve'retiyah tzma, but to smooth the bandage itself, lo yikaneach. Mepeneh shehu memareach. Because that's the issue of smoothing. The imireach. What?
What's it made out of? That you're gonna be over on?
Oh, there's some sort of pus or something on it, or there's a salve. There's something there that you're gonna
smooth
it.
Make it with like a hard edge.
I mean, scrape it. You're gonna smooth it. You'll
You're taking off
feather it out till it's smooth. Ve'imireach hayav hatat. If he did that, he's hayav hatat. Like when they prepare the bandages, when everything they take the basic trace.
From the leather when
that's the original. That's mimahek. But this is similar. When they take the basic trace and they put it on the gauze and then they smooth it out, they make it ready to put on. That's mimareach. Right? Amar Rabbi Yehuda, Amar Shmuel, halacha Rabbi Yehuda. The halacha is like Rabbi Yehuda, that to put on a new one is asur. You're only allowed to do all these other tricks. Amar Rav Hizda, lo shanu, that it's asur to put back ela shepir shal gabe keli. Only if it went onto a keli. But pirshal gabe karka. I mean, when do we say that in the Beit HaMikdash you're allowed to put it back?
What's different?
If you left it on a keli, it looks like
If you fell on keli on karka?
picking it up from the floor, maybe it's a new one.
If it fell on the floor, you're for sure not using it again.
Lo shanu, that the Tanakama allowed you. No, not because it fell the right side and the butter side up. Right? Lo shanu that the Tanakama is matir. Ela if you put it on a keli. Aval pirsh al gabe karka. If you put it on the ground, because that was like mivatel it from being on. It took away your mind of putting it back.
Well, if I put it down, butter side up, then I had in mind to save it.
Maybe. Amar mor baravashi haveka im nekame abba. I was standing in front of my father. Nafla le abesadya. It fell onto the couch. Vekame haderle, and he was putting it back. Amina le lo savar la mor. Don't you hold the had the amar of hizda mahloket. The mahloket is only shepir shal gabe keli. Aval pir shal gabe karka asur. So the amar Shmuel halacha Rabbi Yehuda, and Shmuel still holds halachas like Rabbi Yehuda. So you might have said no. The machlok Rabbi Yehuda and Tanakama is when it's pirsha al gabe karka. But if it's pirsha al gabe keli, everybody holds it's mutar. It's not true. We say the machlok when it's pirsha al gabe keli, but pirsha al gabe karka, even the Tanakama holds it's asur. And if we hold halachas like Rabbi Yehuda, then even pirsha al gabe keli asur. Amar li, he told me lo shmi ali kilomar lo svir ali. I disagree with that. Rashi Haber of Hizda the ana svir ali. Dechi palig Rabbi Yehuda benafla al gabe karka, only on the ground. Avol nafla al gabe keli. So if you took it off or fell off and you put it on a keli, you can put it back. Koshrim nima b'mikdash. If you have the harp of the Beit HaMikdash, which they used to play the music even on Shabbat, right? And it broke on Shabbat, you're allowed to tie it back. Avalo b'medina, but you're not allowed to do it outside of the Beit HaMikdash.
But so you're allowed to do that, say Yisur Deoraita.
You're allowed to play the harp.
Ubigmara mefaresh, because he holds
for sure you're allowed to do
machshirei mitzvah.
Outside.
He holds machshirei mitzvah shelo yichunu lasotam me'etmol is mutar. Ve'em betchila, but to tie it new, you bought a new harp and you didn't string it up until Shabbat, right? Kan v'kan asur.
What about your tennis racket?
Has v'shalom. Then you need the machine anyway. You can't do it. Says the Gemara urminhu nimat kinor shenifsekaf. You have the string of the kinor that got broken. Lo haya koshra. He didn't tie it. Ela onva. He would loop it. And now Mishnah says you could tie it. Lo kashya. Harabanan har Rabbi Eliezer. One is going contra Chachamim. One is Rabbi Eliezer. Rabbi Eliezer damar machshirei mitzvah dochim et Shabbat. He says the preparations for mitzvahs doche Shabbat. Koshra. You could tie it regular. L'Rabbanan, the Amri, and Dochin, they say no. Machshirei mitzvah you could have done yesterday is doche. It's not doche on va. You have to loop it. You can't make a full
It has to be
time.
very tight to play.
You make a good loop. We're not talking about amateurs like you. Rabbi Eliezer.
These were the Leviim. They knew what they were doing.
Yeah. Rabbi Eliezer.
Tikkun keli.
That's a derabanan. That's
Tikkun keli is the
Shemaita can't play shoes.
No, but this is the oraita. Another plane.
The derabanan is shemaita.
The derabanan is maybe you're going to do this.
Right, so it's mutar because I need it for the Beit HaMikdash.
Only if you hold that machshirim is doche.
You're telling me you have to
It's
make
not avodah. It's the machshirim of avodah.
You're telling me I have to make bunny ears, but I'm doing tikkun
Well,
keli.
I have to do it, right?
One second. You're not. If you didn't prepare, if you didn't bring your korban pesach from before Shabbat, you can't bring it. You have to bring it, but you didn't bring.
Your fault.
Not doche, right? Afilu Rabbi Eliezer chatchila nami. Ela lo kashya. Ha Rabbi Yehuda Rabbanan. Rabbi Yehuda. That's Rabbi Yehuda. Rabbi Yehuda holds machshirim. That what's it called? No, we'll see. Okay, Ha Rabbi Yehuda Rabbanan. We'll see tomorrow exactly what it is. What we're talking about.
It's the same argument about machshirei ochel nefesh.
No, I think it's the machloket about anivan keshir.
Baruch.
You said tennis. What's tennis?